Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Americas Conference qualifiers that just finished as well. Some of the teams were pretty good, and obviously there's a bit of the elephant in the room as well, especially for one particular country. So let's now have a look at the participants. So first, starting with Group A, we also have Canada, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and the United States. While in Group B, we have Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. Fun fact as well, Ecuador for some reason follows me on Twitter. Don't know why, but that is the case. We'll also have a look at the players as well. The main one we'll talk about is mainly the US, as there was allegations that came out that Aspire, doing the classic Overwatch thing, and was in a relationship with a minor and was talking weird and basically being creepy. So obviously you can understand that Aspire is now out of the roster. So yeah, that's another one added to the list of absolute creeps and weirdos in the Overwatch scene. So we'll first have a look at the Group A. And we'll have a look actually first at the Group 8 standings. So the US, they're on top. They've got Canada and Mexico. I'm pretty sure this is Mexico's first time going to BlizzCon for the Overwatch World Cup. Then we've got Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, and Guatemala. Matches started off with day one, and it was a 2-0 victory for the US against Canada. No really surprise there. US were definitely the favorites. Mexico, they won against Costa Rica. Once again, no surprises there. And Puerto Rico, they get their one of two wins against Guatemala. US, they dropped a single map against Mexico, a 2-1 victory for the US. And Costa Rica, they win a pretty convincing win against Guatemala, and their Soccer Royale was pretty close. Day 3, the US, they win a very convincing win against Puerto Rico. Mexico, pretty convincing win against Guatemala, 2-0. And Canada, winning in a very convincing win against Costa Rica in Day 3. Day 4, Canada, 2-0 victory against Puerto Rico, and the US 2-0 victory against Costa Rica. Very close game there in Numbani, I just want to say. Day 5, the US, they win against Guatemala 2-0. Puerto Rico, they get their second win, this time against Costa Rica, a 2-0 victory for Puerto Rico. And Canada, they win against Mexico 2-0. And Canada, for last at Day 6, Canada, they win against Guatemala 2-0. And Mexico, they just win to advance themselves into BlizzCon for the Overwatch World Cup, a 2-1 victory for Mexico against Puerto Rico. Group B now is Colombia. It was actually the first seed for Group B, and then we got Brazil for the second seed, and then Chile, Peru, Argentina, and Ecuador. For the matches, Day 1, Colombia, they 2-0 against Peru. Pretty close to a victory there, though, but Colombia, they just take it. And while Brazil, they win against Chile to end off Day 1. Day 2, Colombia, they win a very convincing win against Ecuador. Chile, pretty convincing win against Peru 2-0. And Brazil, a 2-0 victory against Argentina. Day 3, Brazil, they win against Ecuador 2-0. Peru, they win a close victory against Argentina, 2-1 victory for Peru to end off Day 3. Day 4, Brazil, they win against Peru 2-0. Chile, 2-0 against Ecuador. And Colombia, 2-0 against Argentina. Day 5, Argentina, they win against Ecuador 2-0, and Colombia, they win a 2-1 victory against Chile to end off Day 5. While Day 6, Peru, they win against Ecuador 2-0. Colombia, they win against Brazil 2-0, which was a bit of a shocker to me, because I was expecting Brazil to just win against Colombia, but they actually somehow won, which is really exciting. And now Chile, they 2-1. They won 2-1 against Argentina to end off Day 6 and to finish third place in the group stage. So that's really all for the Americas. Next up will be EMEC, and just like I said as well, the 5 teams who have qualified to the Overwatch World Cup, which I'm pretty sure will be in August, I think, or in September. I'm not really too sure. So somewhere around there, but obviously when I release the last video, which will be EMEC, we talk about a bit more of the Overwatch World Cup. US, Canada, and Mexico from Group A. No surprises there. They're those who were kind of the favorites. And Group B, we have Colombia and Brazil. Once again, no surprises there. They were kind of the favorites. Pretty sure this will be Colombia's first time to be in the Overwatch World Cup main event. And I think also Brazil, if not, might have been in 2016, which was their first time. So This is the Brazil's second time, but I might be wrong about that. But yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster ride here in the Overwatch World Cup. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.